Property investment negotiation scripts. Are they a savior or are they a destroyer? Now the reality is, quite often one of the big things that people come and ask for is a script. Can you give me a script for negotiating with this? Can you give me a script for offering that? Can you give me a script to handle this? And the reality is, what we say to all of our students at Goliath is, more often than not, a script is actually going to damage your confidence rather than build it. Now, most often people are asking for scripts because of their fear of the unknown. But that very unknown is exactly why scripts are potentially more dangerous than just reacting and learning from each conversation that you have. What's important is to understand some of the main key pillars of any sort of conversation with regards to asking questions and listening for that property owner's answers. But having a detailed script to follow is not going to do you any good whatsoever. So what I really want you to think about when it comes to property scripts, and where you've got property trainers out there telling you that they're going to give you a script for this, a script for that, a script for this, the reality is that that isn't necessarily a bonus, and that's certainly not necessarily a positive. But you may well find, in fact, that it is a negative. And those scripts are probably copied from somewhere else. They've never been used in their life. They're just simply regurgitating something that they've been told works. And then when you go into that negotiation and you use that script and that property owner asks you something that's off script, you're going to sound incredibly nervous. You're going to sound like you are caught in the headlights, waiting for that car to hit you, for you to hope that the earth swallows you up and move away from ever ringing anyone ever again. So what I really want you to take from this video is not to be unprepared for the conversations that you're going to have at a viewing, on the telephone, cold calling, whatever it might be. Don't be unprepared. You can invest time in being as prepared as possible. But usually what happens is, if you follow a script, you're not actually listening for what that property owner is telling you. Yes, they're going to give you answers, but it's what's not being answered that is going to help you make better negotiations, get more offers accepted, and actually present solutions that those property owners are interested in. If you follow a script, you're not listening because you're reading, or you're just regurgitating something that someone's told you is going to work. And the very fact that property is just unpredictable, you are not going to be able to predict every outcome of a conversation. You're not going to be able to predict every answer that comes out of a property owner's mouth. You're certainly not going to predict the situation that they are in and that you're going to try and find out. So make sure that when you go into any negotiation, any property viewing, any cold call, any conversation, that you are very clear as to what you're going to try and find out in terms of the information that you need in order to be able to present the best solution to that property owner. But then ask open questions, get that property owner to talk, and then just react to what it is they're trying to tell you. You do not have to be specific in guiding them down a path that you want them to take. If anything, that is the worst thing that you could possibly do in a property conversation. You need to listen to what they are saying, identify those pain points that they are suffering, understand what the best solution is going to be like for them, and just have a conversation. You are ultimately there to have a conversation with that person, to build rapport with that person, and then hopefully identify the best solution for that person. And if it means having to come off the phone and go and find support in terms of finding the answers to those questions and coming back to them, have the confidence to be able to do that. If you go in with a script and they throw something at you that's totally off script, you've got more chance of seeming unprofessional and not knowing what you're talking about than just simply having an open and frank conversation with a property owner about a problem that they have and a solution that you can provide.